Yes, folks, it's Tales from the Jails with John G. Sutton. I'm going to talk today about Paul Gadd. Please do like and subscribe. It's down there, folks. It really helps. Yeah, that's very good of you. And by the way, Paul Gadd is better known as Gary Glitter. Now, somebody asked me the other day, would I sing a song by Gary Glitter? Yeah, well, what do they want me to sing? I'm the leader, I'm the leader. I'm the leader of the queue in the jail. Well, that's where he is, folks. He's in the Verne at the moment. Somebody in the Verne's posted up a little thing saying he hasn't changed. They were offering to show him something in his cell. I don't think you want to see that, mate. I mean, how old is he? He's 79, isn't he? 70 going on 80. He was convicted in Cambodia and expelled for reports of sex crimes. Allegations, and that was in 2002. In March 2006, he was convicted of sexually abusing girls aged 10 and 11 in Vietnam, and he spent 2.5 years in jail there. The guy can't help it, can he? He just simply can't help it. I saw an interview with him where he was saying that when he stayed at somebody's house and he was just getting started in his career, he used to get his friend, this female friend, to actually charge her young female friends at school a set fee to go into this room and overlook his bedroom where Paul Gadd, a.k.a. Gary Glitter, was laid on the bed, naked as nature intended, playing with his todger. So he's obviously a pervert. He can't help it. He's mad. It's an illness. It's insanity, and the parole board have declined to accept his application for parole. It was recently held, and it was held in camera. In other words, it was held not in public view. He was jailed in 2015. He got a sentence of 16 years for sexually abusing schoolgirls. And his sentence doesn't expire until 2031, so he could be behind bars for a little while now. Certainly because the parole board have just declined. They say it's because he's showing no remorse and there's been no improvement. He's currently serving time at the Verne. Yeah. You see, the thing is, I don't know if you saw the film The Joker, which was more of a thing of a psychological study of schizophrenia, in my opinion. But anyway, they featured Gary Glitter's song there. One of his songs, Rock and Roll Part 2. Rock and roll, rock and roll. It had something. It was mainly to do with the production, wasn't it? And the crazy antics of the character that he created called Gary Glitter. Yeah, but he would have been paid about 100,000 or maybe more for that song appearing in the movie. So there you are. That's what God thinks about money. You know, when people say, oh, I'm rich, I've got this, that, and the other, say, I'll tell you what God thinks about money. Yeah, look at the people who have got it. Yeah, and the people who have got it, would you like to actually emulate them? No, you wouldn't. Listen, in this world, it's right and proper that you make a living and you have enough. If you've got any more than that, then you've got to help other people and live a proper, clean, decent life, because this is just a short journey, you know. You're only here for a brief moment in time. Did you know that? In the blink of an eye, you'll be gone. And you don't want to be remembered for abusing little children, do you? You want to be remembered for doing some good in the world. Believe me, when you step into the next dimension, I'm not a priest, by the way. I'm not an evangelical nutcase. No, I'm just somebody who's had experiences. And my experience of being in the next dimension was when I was seriously ill. I had a near-death experience, and I wasn't really called to account, but I was asked what I've done with my life. And I said, well, it isn't over yet. They said, well, everybody that comes in here says that, so you've got to tell us that you're going to do something that's going to make it reasonable for you to return. Well, I must have told them that I was going to do something positive, because here I am. One of the things that I did when I recovered was to get a teaching certificate and start teaching adults with learning difficulties, which I did for a long time. And I still do help people who have got learning difficulties, if it's possible at all, for me to do so now, because I'm getting just to that stage where I'm perhaps needing a little bit of help myself at times. Well, not learning difficulties, I'm still writing books. And by the way, I've written book number 3, folks, yeah. So if you've not read the first 2, my idea is great. There's a link down there. You can get on there and get one of my books from Amazon. Yeah, I'm hoping that my publisher is going to put it out in April. But we'll wait and see. The parole board said that Glitter was showing a total lack of remorse. Those exact words. Total lack of remorse towards his victims, and one of his victims, who was 12 years old, and they are now suing him. You see, as I say, the problem that you've got with people who are paedophiles, they don't believe that there's anything wrong in doing that. They don't see it. They think that the 10, 11, 8-year-old girls even are making the moves, and they want to take part in sexual. You can imagine, can't you, an 8-year-old, 10-year-old girl having fantasies and desires to get in connection with an 80-year-old pervert like Paul Gadd. So that's how deluded they are. They just don't know how to behave. Anyway, good news for the general public. You're safe. Paul Gadd, Gary Glitter, banged up, behind bars, staying there for the time being. The only thing is, he's in a low-security prison. I believe they're running the hostess scheme there as well, so if you're an 18-year-old hostess at HMP Verne, watch out, because Gary Glitter, he's got something for you, and you don't want to be in his gang, do you? Do you want to be in his gang? No, we don't. Yeah, there we go, folks. That's the far as you're going to get with me singing Gary Glitter. But I am going to sing to you now. And listen, I wrote this song perhaps about 4 or 5 years ago, and maybe a little bit more than that, about 4 or 5 years ago. Anyway, it was a spoof on the American gun culture. You know, everybody's got guns in America. And the song I wrote was about a boy who gets a gun for Christmas from his parents. And on Christmas Eve, wakes up in the night, he's got his gun, and who's in his bedroom but Santa Claus, so he takes Santa Claus out with a couple of rounds straight through his eye. And what do we have in America this last week? We've got the mother of a boy, 15-year-old boy. She bought him a gun for Christmas. He took it to school and killed 4 of his classmates. He got a gun for Christmas. And this is a song that I wrote some time ago. It's called I Got a New Gun for Christmas. There, let me show you this. Yeah, I think you'll probably be able to see it quite clearly. Just give me a second here while I just get this up on screen. Here we are. There we are. You see that? Got a New Gun for Christmas. Yeah. By John G. Sutton. Of course, I had a proper band with me when I recorded this in the studio. And the thing is, I put it up on YouTube. You know, YouTube took it down. They banned it. Said it was promoting weapons and guns and killing. It wasn't. What I was doing was pointing out the stupidity of the American gun culture. So anyway, here we have it. I've got to ring the song dinger, you see, because some people have been caught out when they think they're hearing tales from the jails, which it is, but they get caught out, and the songs have really caused them sleepless nights. Like, there's a guy in Rotherham called Larry, who is a friend of all goats, yeah, but he can't stand the singing. So I assume that Larry's pissed off now and gone his goat and gone on to the moors. This is I've got a new gun for Christmas, as recorded by me and written by me. Now, people, here's a happy story. God bless you, of course, it's true. About my favourite Christmas present. There's a message here for you. Oh, I got a new gun for Christmas. I loaded it up on the day. It took 30 rounds of ammo. Then I blew old Santa away. You see, it was just on midnight. Daddy Hank took me up in bed. A guy with a beer went ho, 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 so I shot the silly bastard dead. Oh, I got a new gun for Christmas. AK-47, Daddy said. I oiled it and kissed it, you betcha. Then I popped Santa Claus in the head. What kind of a weirdo goes creeping round little boys sleeping? I mean, why? We don't do it no more. He's flat on the floor 'cause I put 2 rounds in his eye. Oh, I got a new gun for Christmas, but that was a few years ago. So kids, if you're waiting for Santa, well, he's sure to be a no-show. Why don't you get a new gun for Christmas? Tell Mummy and Daddy to buy, so the bastards that dare to annoy you can join Santa Claus. They can die. Oh, I got a new gun for Christmas. I loaded it up on the day. It took 30 rounds of ammo. Then I blew old Santa away. There you go. I got a new gun for Christmas. By John G. Sutton. Hope you like and subscribe, folks. It's down here. Tales from the Jails with John G. Sutton. Gary Glitter. Banged up. Staying banged up. Didn't get parole. Gary Glitter.